There are no guidelines to being creative. You kind of just have to create things. No matter what you do, I feel like creativity will always play a part in our lives. Whether it's working on your car, making yourself some dinner, or even figuring out how to clean up your room, or even just taking some pictures of your cats. From the smallest things to the bigger things, we'll have to find some way to incorporate a little piece of ourselves into our work. I feel like the issue that people have with creativity is the fear of judgment. We're scared to be seen as inadequate or simply not good at something we've done. Whenever we draw a simple picture for people to see, most of the time we'll say, "Sorry, I'm not really much of an artist." We will always worry if people will like what we made. We'll worry if we like what we made. One of the hardest parts of creativity is the initial feeling of being good at something. We know that no one will be an expert on something that is completely new to them. No one can master a new skill overnight. But even then, we're still afraid of failing. We ourselves are our harshest critics, and sometimes it really puts the brakes on what we can achieve. When we were little, the world was our canvas. We knew much less than we do now, but that didn't stop any of us. Our curiosity helped temporarily bridge the gap between the unknown and what knowledge our little brains already held. We made up new games to play with each other. We scribbled and scribbled with our crayons and markers with no objective. We looked up into the sky with so much wonder. For us as kids, the process of the creativity was more important than the end result. Our fearlessness allowed us to experience the joys of creativity with no limits. With all the knowledge that we have now, it's always important to remind ourselves that we always got to start from somewhere. We have to give ourselves the room for failure. Even making this video, I had drafts on drafts of ideas. I came up with scripts that seemed right at the time, only for me to trash them a day or two later. My direction with this video changed multiple times, but finally I landed on the idea of creativity. Thanks to one seemingly simple birthday card from one of my good friends. He said, "There are few people I can say have so relentlessly supported me in my development as a creative and as a human being. I'm really, really thankful that I get to include you in that list. Thank you for showing love to myself and my family. I hope you know you're loved too." He is one of the most creative people I know, but you'd be surprised. Sometimes you get stuck. Sometimes it's hard to get that creative part of you flowing. Sometimes all it takes is just a little bit of support from your people around you. Sometimes you just need the right push. Some days, you might even feel like editing a video at 3 a.m. because you felt like your mind finally just unlocked. I guess what I'm trying to say from this video is that we shouldn't be afraid to be creative. We kind of just gotta do it. Some days may be hard, some days may be easy. We kind of just have to throw ideas at a wall and see what sticks. Because why not?